Our story begins, as all true stories must begin, with that mighty and mysterious being, beyond all imagining and above all that is, the source and center of existence, God. God the infinite in being, God the essence of goodness, God the fountain of life, God the all-powerful and all-knowing, God the wellspring of truth, God the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and end of all meaning, God the beautiful, the aching, if often unnamed desire of every human heart. What can we say about this mysterious being who plays the central role in the human drama? Here is how the great tradition speaks of him. Uncreated, without beginning, immortal, infinite, eternal, immaterial, good, creative, just, enlightening, immutable, passionless, uncircumscribed, immeasurable, unlimited, undefined, unseen, unthinkable, wanting in nothing, being his own rule and authority, all-ruling, life-giving, omnipotent, of infinite power, containing and maintaining the universe and making provision for all, possessing all these and such like attributes by nature, not having received them from elsewhere, but himself imparting all good to his own creations according to the capacity of each. God has revealed his name as the One Who Is. God is the one being who can be said simply to exist. Anything else that might exist exists at a different and lower plane, and exists only by participating in the existence of the One Who Is. God exists outside of time and place. He is not the greatest of the various things that exist, as one among many lesser beings. He is not the most powerful thing in the universe. He is not a thing at all. He is beyond all that he has created. He is utterly distinct from all he has brought into being, and yet at the same time he is the very ground of its existence. He transcends any possible category or description we may have of him. He is. This incomprehensible being has revealed himself as both one, unchangeable, simple in perfection, unable to be divided, and three, Father, Son, and Spirit, each personal, and yet beyond our experience of what it means to be personal. Among the many titles of God, the one that perhaps touches his inner being most closely is the one that tells us that God is love. By this is meant that in the very structure of his being, God instantiates all that is meant by love. The Father utters himself, pours himself out, empties himself entirely by an act of self-gift, beginning from all eternity the Son, speaking from all eternity his word, the Logos. The Son, with an equal act of loving self-gift, empties himself completely in giving and oblation, returning the whole of himself to the Father. The perfection of their offering of self, one to another, brings forth from all eternity the Spirit, who then pours himself out completely and perfectly on behalf of the Father and Son. Trinity in unity, love in perfect action, a fountain of life and mutual gift, springing up at the center of all that is, a dance of harmonious music, enjoying in timeless perfection the essence of goodness, life, love, beauty, and truth. God, the only really interesting personality in existence. For reasons that are ultimately beyond our comprehension, but that have to do with his loving desire to share his life and his goodness, God determined to create, to bring into existence realities other than himself. When God performed his creative act, the Father brought forth all of creation through the Son, his Word. Everything that existed came into being through and for the Son. God first brought about the invisible spiritual world, and then he created the visible material world. The spiritual realm of his creation was to be higher, richer, more vast, and more beautiful than the material realm. But the material world was to have a beauty and a purpose of its own in expressing the infinite creativity of the divine mind. This decision on God's part to create marks the beginning of our drama, the adventure of the human race.